Creating a YouTube channel isn't difficult. Just go to youtube.com and create an account and start uploading videos. Everyone can do this. The problem actually comes in actually growing a YouTube channel, actually getting in views, getting subscribers to eventually push that milestone of being partnered. In this class, I'll run you through step by step my process to trying to get videos to rank #1 every single time. Now, if you do not know who I am, my name is Jamie Owers, and I've done this several times for a number of different gaming channels. I've created loads of gaming channels, and normally I get them partnered in around 2 to 3 months at a max. And it never started out this way right at the beginning, but now I have a process through trial and error. So in this class, I'll be showing you my process so that hopefully you can replicate the exact same thing for your channel. We'll be going over the correct way to plan videos, keyword research, using that keywords to actually plan your video, going through your titles, description, and eventually uploading a video where once you do release it, you should be ranking somewhere within that search term, preferably #1. That way you'll be able to constantly get views for that video without you having to do anything extra on top. And gradually over time, this will snowball effect to hopefully build your channel. So if you are interested in all of this, then I highly recommend staying tuned and following the rest of the class. But without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Firstly, before we actually get into creating our videos and actually going through the whole process, there are some tools that we need. In fact, there is only one. This is vidIQ. Now, vidIQ is a site that you can use which does give you data based on your YouTube channel and also suggestions. It is also a Google Chrome extension, so that the next time that you go into YouTube, you'll have different sections which give you different information and more added data on top of search terms and on top of your channel. To install vidIQ, there will be a link in the class description, or you could just go into Google and type in vidIQ and it'll be the top link. You click that and go through the steps for you to create an account. It's quite easy because it just links into your Google account. You'll sign in using Google and it'll link to the YouTube channel that you're looking to grow. Now, if you don't want to use vidIQ, that's perfectly fine. There's other tools out there such as TubeBuddy, but for the purpose of this class, I'm sticking to vidIQ because it's the one that I've been using the most. But TubeBuddy pretty much does the exact same thing. So if you do already have TubeBuddy after watching other tutorials, stick with it, get comfortable with it. You could still do the same thing. It's going to be in different areas once you actually go and use their site. As a disclaimer as well, I do have the paid version of vidIQ, but when I first started, I didn't. I used the free version. And in this class, I'll show you both how to use the paid version and the free version to actually benefit you. Now that we do have a keyword tool installed, we will be using this later, but as of right now, let's just get into the rest of this class. To rank within YouTube search, it starts right at the beginning. Even before you record your video or even before you plan your video, it should be the first thing that you do. Most people record, edit, and then start to upload their video first, and then once it actually comes to that stage, that's when they start to think, oh, what's a catchy title? What do I put in description? What do I put in the tags? This is a mistake. This is the wrong way to do it, especially if you're looking to rank within YouTube search. What you're doing here is uploading a video which you may care about, but once it comes to uploading, it's actually you sitting there, fingers crossed, praying, hoping that that video does get attention, that people stumble across that video and start watching all the way through. This is the wrong way to do things. Instead of recording videos this way, we're actually going to spend some time right at the beginning planning what the video is going to be about. That way we can find specific keywords that people are already searching for. We can also see the competition for those keywords, so that if search volume is extremely high but competition is low, well, we know that there's a gap in the market. We know that we can tailor videos specifically for that keyword and specifically for that audience's needs, so that once you actually upload the video, when it comes to being published, there will hopefully already be an audience there looking for that video topic. If you do these steps correctly, once it does come to a few months or even a few years after that video has been released, if that topic is still searched regularly, you will still be getting views, and this leads to evergreen content. You can still record the videos you want to record, but you'll be tailoring them for your audience's needs. Let's say you want to be creating a finance channel around cryptocurrency. You can still do that, but you'll be looking for specific keywords which relate to cryptocurrency, which do have high search volume, low competition, and you'll be supplying videos for that topic. Keyword research is by far the most important step of you creating successfully ranking YouTube videos. If you get this wrong, then everything else is a complete waste of time. The good thing is that it's very simple for you to do. To help with keyword research, we're going to be going back to vidIQ. This is what we installed earlier. And depending whether or not you got the paid version or the free version will depend on the process in which you're going to be going through to find keywords. We're going to start off with the paid version because this is by far the easiest, but if you haven't got this, don't worry because we will go through the free version later. So with the paid version, you can head over to the main site for vidIQ. And in there on their dashboard, it will give you information about your channel. It'll go through all the different types of analytics which you can find on your YouTube studio. And the thing that we're going to be using this for is actually going up to the top, and there you'll be able to see keywords. You click on that, it'll show you a completely new area. There you'll be able to find a search bar, and in that search bar, if you type in your channel topic, you'll get a list of loads of different keywords. So if you have a gaming channel about Red Dead Redemption 2, you can type in Red Dead Redemption 2. If you have a cryptocurrency channel, which is more specifically about Bitcoin, you can type in cryptocurrency or even go as far as in depth as Bitcoin. No matter what you type in here, as long as it's something that people are searching for, there will be a list of other relating keywords which relate to the keyword that you initially put in. With each keyword that is listed, there is some information you should know about. On the right hand side, it will tell you about the search volume, the competition, and the overall score. The search volume shows you how many people on average are searching for this search term every single month. With the competition, it gives you a good indication of how many other creators are creating YouTube videos that fit that YouTube search term. And then with both of these results, vidIQ put together their own overall score, which is pretty much based on the search volume compared to competition. So if there's a very high search volume but very low competition, it's going to have a higher score. But if there's a lot of competition with very low search volume, then it's going to have a lower score. If you're just creating a YouTube channel, you've got no videos up there and you want to start ranking straight away, the best thing for you to do is look for those with a high score. These are those with a high search volume but low competition. This gives you a higher chance of ranking. If you've got the free version of vidIQ, you do not have this feature. You can go onto keywords and you can type in a keyword which relates to your channel, but it will only give you a few suggestions. The rest is locked behind a paywall. This is not an issue. We can still do keyword research and we can still use vidIQ, but it just means that we have to do a bit more work. What I like to do is go over to YouTube, and with YouTube and the vidIQ Google Chrome plugin, you'll have a completely new area. Every time you type into YouTube search any type of search term, vidIQ will pop up on the right hand side of your screen and will tell you different types of data based on that search term. Yet again, some of these features will be limited because you do need to pay, but it gives us the information that we need. So for example, if you type in anything into YouTube, it'll still give you that search volume, it'll still give you that competition, and it'll still give you that overall score. It's still the exact same as if you was using a paid version, it's just now you need to type in words individually into YouTube search. And for every single keyword that you want to be looking at, you'll just have to type it in individually, whereas before the paid version will give you suggestions of loads of keywords that you could use, which are better than the keyword that you initially put in. So for example, I have a Red Dead Redemption 2 channel where I record Red Dead Online money methods. Those are the most popular videos. With the paid version, I would type in Red Dead Online money into that search bar, and vidIQ will give me loads of different suggestions relating to Red Dead Online money. But with the free version, I'll go into YouTube and I'll type in Red Dead Online money. If it's a good keyword, I'll use it. If not, I'll leave it. And then I'll type in money Red Dead Online, money RDO, RDO money, and just go through a load of different variations. And even though for a lot of these variations, they may say the exact same thing, they will have different search. So for example, Red Dead Online money has a search of 1,566 every single month. The competition is medium with the score being 44, but money Red Dead Online will give me a search of 5,970, competition medium, but a better score being 47. Maybe a slight difference, but it gives me a higher chance to rank within money Red Dead Online rather than Red Dead Online money. And sometimes there will be a huge difference in the amount of people searching for that specific keyword within that order, and it does make a difference. Now that you know how to get high ranking keywords for the free and pay version of vidIQ, the next question is, how do we actually create videos around them? So still using the paid or free version of vidIQ, you need to get a list of keywords which are high ranking, and then you're going to create a video around them. The more high scoring keywords that you can find, the better, but you need to make sure that they fit within 500 characters once you add them all together. To better manage all of this, what I tend to do at this point is open a Google Docs, and what I type down is title, description, and tags. And under tags, what I'll be doing is listing every single one of those high ranking keywords that I'm either finding within YouTube search using vidIQ, or just using a paid version of vidIQ, as vidIQ keeps on giving me keywords. I'll keep on typing down every single one which has high search but low competition, giving it a very high overall score. And I'll just write down every single one, just double checking every now and then that I'm not exceeding that 500 character limit. The reason we're looking for 500 characters is because later, once we go to use these keywords as tags within YouTube, YouTube allows us to have a max of 500 characters. You can't go above 500 characters, and it's unlikely that you're going to get exactly 500. So look for anywhere between 490 to 500 in total. So for example, with my gaming channel around FIFA 22, I went into vidIQ and typed in FIFA 22. And then clicked the overall score, so it showed the highest overall score all the way down to the lowest, and I added all of those high keywords into my Google Docs. I kept on listing every single one of them because those are the ones that have a higher chance of ranking in. And I noticed after a while that the words that kept on coming up were FIFA 22 sniping, or sniping filters FIFA 22, sniping filters, and the list went on. So it made sense that I create videos around sniping filters because that's going to give me the highest chance of being noticed. That's what people are searching for, and there's not enough content creators producing content for that subject. It's also important that the videos that you get here do relate to each other. So I knew, because I did play FIFA 22, that a FIFA 22 sniping filter is a way to trade and make coins within the game. But in the exact same search results that vidIQ gave me, there were different types of content creators' names that were also included. And there's some stuff which doesn't even relate to FIFA 22, because sometimes people mess up with their searches. It's based on what your audience is searching for, and sometimes your audience look up weird things. So it still needs to relate to the same topic. If I'm creating a FIFA 22 video, I need to have keywords which relate to FIFA 22. I will not include keywords such as Bitcoin or cryptocurrency just because it has high ranking tags, because those tags and those keywords do not relate to my video subject. It has no benefit to me, it's not going to give me more views, and it brings no benefit to the viewers that will be typing in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, because all of a sudden a FIFA video may pop up and they're not going to click that video, which gives there a less chance of YouTube recommending that video in the future. The first time going through all of this, it does bring quite a bit of confusion, because at the minute you're currently collecting a load of different high ranking tags for your video without actually knowing what your video topic is going to be. At this point, whenever I'm doing this research, I also don't know what my video is going to be about. I don't know what I'm going to be recording. But that's perfectly fine, because now we have a list of loads of different high ranking keywords which we can create videos around. And this brings us on to the next step. With all the high ranking keywords that we have, unfortunately, it's not enough just to use those keywords within our tags and rank #1. Back in the day when YouTube was first released, this probably would have worked, but unfortunately, nowadays there's just way too much competition. YouTube even tells us that tags don't make that much of a difference. It says that tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimum role in helping viewers to find your video. But now that we do have the keywords within our tags, we can then use those tags to help influence our whole video, including our title. And that's our next step. With your Google Docs open, under title, you're going to list a load of different title ideas and video ideas using the tags that you've put together. So for my video, when I was searching FIFA 22, I found that the best search terms were around FIFA 22 sniping filters. So I looked at creating loads of different video ideas around FIFA 22 sniping filters. I would just type down anything that came into my head, whether it was a good idea or bad idea, and I just wanted a list of loads of different titles and video ideas all together, being around 10 to 20. I came up with ideas such as FIFA 22 sniping filters, easiest FIFA 22 sniping filters, the best FIFA 22 sniping filters, my top 10 FIFA 22 sniping filters, always make profit with these FIFA 22 sniping filters, how to make coins using these FIFA 22 sniping filters, guaranteed profit using these FIFA 22 sniping filters, and the list will carry on going on. With all of these video ideas, some of them may relate to each other, but a lot of them are completely different. The easiest sniping filters isn't my top 10 sniping filters, and the top 10 may not be sniping filters that can always make you profit. So all of these can be different videos, and all of them fit around that high ranking search term which we found earlier. In this case for me, it's FIFA 22 sniping filters. You'll also notice as I went through that list that there are a couple which sound similar. So for example, always make profit with these FIFA 22 sniping filters is the same as always make coins with these FIFA 22 sniping filters, and similar to guaranteed profit by using these FIFA 22 sniping filters. These are all very similar titles, and I could create 3 separate videos which show 3 different types of trading methods for sniping filters, and they'll be completely different, so we can still use them. But I'm also looking to see if I can create one video which will be much better performing than if I was to go and do 3. So I would much rather have one very good, highly performing video rather than having 3 average. And I feel like most people will be in the same position. So I look to create different variations of the same title to see if there's a title which will sound a lot better compared to anything else that I've put together before. Remember, we are trying to find keywords that fit within the YouTube algorithm, but the algorithm will only put it in front of people that are likely to look and click on that video. At the end of the day, we still need to have a catchy title which appeals to people. People click on videos and not algorithms. So what I end up doing is writing down 10 to 20 video ideas, and at the end I'll go through each of those video ideas, write different types of variations if it's needed, but I'll pick the one that sounds the best, the one that's the catchiest. And this is subjective. I can't tell you which title to write out that'll be perfect every single time, because it won't. You just need to trust your instincts of what sounds the best and will better suit your audience. I can tell you my full process in the title that I picked for this video. The title that I picked is "You Can Become Rich Using These FIFA 22 Sniping Filters." The reason I picked this is because firstly, it includes our keyword being FIFA 22 Sniping Filters. That's right at the end. The second reason is because it has a promise to the viewer that they can become rich. If they use this FIFA 22 sniping filter, they will become rich. And for a lot of players playing FIFA 22 Ultimate Team, they want to have a lot of coins, because if they have a lot of coins, they can use those coins to buy better players and they'll perform better in game. So players being rich is a big thing. And finally, it also made it personal by including the word "you." I could have included a video which said, "I became rich using these FIFA 22 sniping filters," but me using "I" makes it only about me. And for a lot of people that see that video for the first time without being subscribed to the channel, without seeing any of my videos before, they don't care about me. I'm no one to them, but they do care about themselves. So when I promise them that they can make money using this FIFA 22 sniping filter, it's likely that they're going to click that video. With the video idea you select, it needs to be catchy, but don't clickbait. If you lie within your title and can't deliver within your video later, then loads of people are going to hate on that video, and the worst thing is that they're probably going to click off and never come back. Next time in the future, if they stumble across your video, they're probably not going to click it because you're known now for clickbaiting. If you have a title which says 5 easy cooking recipes which you can do under 5 minutes, it needs to be 5 recipes under 5 minutes. You can't have one recipe which takes about 30 minutes. Make sure that the title is enticing and appealing to the viewer, but also don't lie. It needs to be something later on when you do get to recording and plan your video that you can actually do. With your tags and title now done, the next step is to write a description. And this is probably the easiest part. There's a lot of copy and pasting after you do this for the first time. So going back to your Google Docs, scroll down to your tags, copy every single one of those keywords, head back up to your description and paste every single one of them. Now you just need to spend 10 to 15 minutes writing out sentences which include every single one of those keywords. Remember what we said earlier, we have keywords so that the algorithm knows where to push that content, but at the end of the day, it's people that click your content. Those are the ones that click your video, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit notifications. So you can't just copy and paste all of these keywords and just leave them within the description. They need to make sense to the viewer. The layout of your description is entirely up to you. You just want to make sure that you're using every single one of those keywords that are in your tags, but now they're in your description and they actually make sense if the viewer was to scroll down and actually read through it. If you're not sure how to lay out your description, then I highly just recommend copying mine. This is what I do for every single one of my videos, and it has been this way for the last couple of years, with there only being a few small changes every now and then. So firstly, I'll start off with a brief description. This is only a couple of lines and it sums up my video using just a couple of those keywords that are in those tags. Underneath this brief description, the second thing that I'll do is just copy and paste the title, making sure that the keyword that's included within the title is now also within my description. Under the title, I will then have any types of links to sponsorships, endorsements, or even my membership link if I have any. So for my FIFA channel, I'll have my FIFA coin sponsor and also memberships to the channel. My Red Dead channel hasn't got anything. It's rare that I have any sponsorships on that channel, and I also haven't opened up any memberships for that channel. Under this is where I have the huge bulk of my keywords. This is where I do an in-depth description of what the video topic is about. I'll probably have anywhere between 70 to 80% of my keywords just within this paragraph, going through and making sure that it makes sense, including every single one of those keywords, but also trying to sum up the video, telling them exactly what a sniping filter is going to be about, what we're doing within the video, how much profit they can make using these sniping filters, and so on. You need to do the exact same thing. Under this in-depth description, I have a final call to action which has some information about the channel and does still include a few keywords. So this is where I'll ask the viewers to subscribe to the channel if they want to see more content such as, and then list different types of keywords for that content that relates to that channel. And then finally, I include any type of social links. These will be social links to my social media account. Plus on top of that, I also link back to some of the previous videos in which I'll just copy and paste the title and also the YouTube URL into this description. You type in all of this out for the first time, it might seem like a lot, but after you've done this, it then is just about copying and pasting. You can actually copy a lot of the stuff such as your YouTube call to action about the channel, then all of your social links, and just copy that up to the YouTube upload defaults so that you never have to type this out again. This is what I do. It's just actually typing this out for the first time, getting it in the layout that you want, which does take a lot of time. After that, it should only be 10 to 15 minutes to write out a brief description and an in-depth description of what that video is, including all of those keywords. And once this is done, there you go. You now have your tags, title, and description all revolving around high-ranking keywords. The last thing for you to do is actually get that video done. This is now the part in which you plan, record, edit, and export that video to get ready to upload. Now for this class, we're not going to be going in depth on how you should be recording videos, how you should be planning them, and how you should be editing them. This class is about how to rank within YouTube using search engine optimization. It goes without saying that your video is still important. It needs to actually fit the title and description and the keywords that we put together earlier. If it doesn't, people will click off and they'll never come back. Or they'll start spamming saying that it's all clickbait and people shouldn't watch. You need to make sure that you're delivering on your promise that it says within the title. If your title says 5 ways that you can make money from Bitcoin, it needs to include 5 ways in which viewers can make money from Bitcoin. At this stage as well, you're also going to need to create a thumbnail. And the thumbnail is probably just as important as everything else as what we've done. It'll be the first thing that people see when they type in how to do something within YouTube or whatever search term they are typing into YouTube. If your video pops up and it's got an awful thumbnail, they're not clicking on it. They're going to be clicking on someone else's. And if that keeps on happening time and time again, YouTube will eventually remove you from that search term. So you're no longer ranking. All of this does need to fit together, but this is a class about making sure that you're getting the correct keyword research done. And maybe at some point within the future, we will do a class on how to create good looking thumbnails or how to get a video which has a higher audience retention. For now, I highly recommend just going onto YouTube and finding how to create good looking thumbnails if you're not sure in this area. Better yet, if you do have a budget, you can actually hire someone to create good looking thumbnails for you. This will save you a lot of time and they'll probably do a much better job of it than you if you have no experience with any photo editing tools. This is still an important subject, so make sure that you get it correct. But as said, for today, we're not going to be going in depth within this. With your video now done, hopefully you planned, recorded, edited, and exported so that you have a file ready to upload to YouTube. Now it's actually time to bring it all together. Go over to your YouTube channel and start uploading a video. Whilst it's uploading, you can open that Google Docs from earlier and copy the title, description, and tags and paste them all over onto YouTube. This is also the part in which you will upload a thumbnail which actually resembles the title and is enticing enough for people to click if they did see your video. At the bottom of your video, there may be some settings which you may want to look at. And there's not one thing here that I recommend everyone turning on or typing in because it depends on your video and what's included within your video. So if a company reached out to you for a sponsorship and you include that sponsorship within that video, you should click the setting which says so. If you've got a gaming channel like me, it's also worth scrolling down and finding the game title and typing in the title of the game in which you're playing. This is just an extra bit of information that YouTube could use to share that video to like-minded people that are interested within that game. If you're not creating a gaming channel, you don't have this option, but you may have other types of options depending on your channel category. This is why I recommend just taking some time to read through it. It may all be new to you if it is a newly created channel and this is your first ever video, but after a while, you'll understand what's there, what's not there, what you need to tick, what you're not supposed to tick, and what you're supposed to be including. This is now your video getting uploaded. You can go all the way to the end and you can then set it to be public straight away, private, unlisted, or you can schedule it. What I normally do is set it to private, making sure that I double check everything and making sure that everything is perfect. No spelling mistakes within my tags, my description, my title, and also including anything else, such as whether or not it should be part of a playlist, whether or not there's an end screen, whether or not there's any cards that are part of that video. This is where you'll take some time to actually just go through everything, double checking, making sure it's up to your standards. Once everything is done, I will then schedule my video. For every single one of my channels, I do have a schedule that I try to follow. And so far, it's been successful, so I will continue to follow it. With my Red Dead Redemption 2 channel, I will upload at 5:15 every Sunday, unless there's a new major update in which I'll be going daily, but videos will still be uploaded at 5:15. For my FIFA channel, I'll upload at 4:15 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday unless a new FIFA has been released, in which I'll be going daily and uploading at 4:15 for every single one of those videos every single day. Having a schedule will help with returning viewers. You won't have returning viewers if you've just created a new channel, but gradually over time, if you stick to the schedule, your viewers will understand when your videos are going live. Eventually, if you keep on doing this, you'll get viewers that will instantly click your video the second it goes live, and they'll start having competitions of who's the first comment. This really starts to help you with engagement. Now, the schedule that you stick to is entirely up to you. It needs to fit to your pattern so that you're able to create videos for those times without being overworked. And on top of that, you need to be there for that video for when it goes live so that you can immediately reply to comments. You also need to have that video schedule actually be beneficial to your audience, uploading at good times for them. So the reason that I go 4:15 for my FIFA channel is because 4:15 should be enough time where there's the most amount of people that are looking for FIFA content to actually see FIFA content. They've either just finished school, college, university, or work to be at home, ready to relax and potentially even play some FIFA. And this is based on a UK audience, so it works out being very well for them. With my Red Dead Redemption 2 channel, the audience is predominantly within United States. So I upload a bit later at 5:15 my time, which ends up being around about 8 AM to around midday within United States across all the time zones. If you're not sure what days or what times to release your video, then you can do a bit more research into your target market audience, or you can just experiment. Experiment when uploading at different times of the day. And gradually over time, you'll understand what does well for you. If you keep on doing this, YouTube actually gives you enough analytics to tell you when is your audience most active. Before this, you do need to upload videos quite regularly for YouTube to understand this data. But there you go, congratulations, you have now uploaded a video where you have a much higher chance of ranking within YouTube search than if you was just to record a random video, upload it, and then try to think of a good title, description, and tags later. This way you're creating deliberate content, and hopefully at the end, you'll be able to have success as you rank within YouTube search. If you have just created a brand new channel and you've only uploaded the one video, it's unlikely for you to rank. I'm sorry to say that. YouTube hasn't got enough data from you or your viewers to know whether or not they should push that video further forward, because it's going to be generating views and keep people watching and staying on YouTube. It can be a very slow process at the beginning, but it's still important that you go through the whole of this process step by step, making sure that you are still getting the correct keywords, using those within the description, using them within the title, and then planning the video. Because they may not promote you straight away, but a few weeks or a few months down the line, they will promote you because you've done it correctly. A very good example of this is when I did first start my FIFA channel. I started it within 2021, and the first video that I uploaded was the ultimate beginner's guide to actually starting FIFA 21 Ultimate Team. This video got a couple views when it was first released. Most of them was probably from me, but because I went through the correct process when going through all of these other areas, making sure that I did it correctly, a few weeks down the line, as I'm uploading my 5th and 6th YouTube video, all of a sudden YouTube started to promote my previous videos without me having to do anything. The video had good audience retention, it was an okay thumbnail, but it also had the correct keywords within the tags, description, and the title. And once I proved myself to YouTube that I can bring a returning audience back, well, that's when they pushed it. To this day, that video is now ranked under FIFA 21 of how to start a new Ultimate Team. And even though FIFA 21 is not the latest version of FIFA, I'm currently playing FIFA 22 at the time of recording this class, but that FIFA 21 video is still getting views. It's still ranked, people are still searching for that term, and it still gets views. This is where it can lead to evergreen content. Some of the best performing videos you'll have on your channel is evergreen content. And evergreen content just means that it's in YouTube search and it doesn't change. You can have it for weeks, months, and even years where people continuously search that search term, and because your video is ranked up there, people keep clicking your video. This keeps on bringing many views to your channel, and as that keeps on happening, you get a lot of subscribers, and if you're monetized, a lot of revenue from it without having to do anything else on top. That video works for you every single second, every single day, every single week, every single year. And as long as it's in YouTube search, it'll keep on doing that. This is really what you're trying to aim for. I have done this many times across the FIFA channel, as you saw, but also my Red Dead Redemption 2 channel and some of the other channels that I've put together. One of the best examples that I have is on my Red Dead Redemption 2 channel. I created a video which is called The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Success within Red Dead Online. And at the end, I include brackets of the year. This video was created within 2020, so the brackets did say 2020. But once 2021 rolled around, I noticed that the introduction to Red Dead didn't change. So I changed the brackets to be 2021. All the way through 2021, this video got views. Once 2022 rolled around, well, I changed the brackets again to be 2022. This is evergreen content. It doesn't change. It will constantly be getting views. Across those 2 years, I've managed to get 1.2 million views from that video, just that video by itself, and it generated just under £4,000. This video was so successful that within 2021, I did do an updated version of that video. It was better quality within audio, gameplay, and editing, but it also gave a few extra tips. That video was called Updated Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Success in Red Dead Online brackets 2021, but is now called brackets 2022 because it's still the exact same. Because the first video that I created was very successful and the second follow-up video had a fairly similar title, YouTube instantly put it up there within YouTube search. I was ranked yet again. Now, to this day, both of them are continuously getting views. And whenever someone tries to do a similar topic by copying the exact same video or doing similar thumbnails and creating the exact same description using the exact same keywords, it doesn't matter. My video is still ranked. You can also see with the vidIQ Google Chrome plugin that it gives you a bit extra information. It shows you the top creators with that search term. And you'll notice that within the search term of how to start Red Dead Online, I am able to beat Rad Brad, who has got 12.9 million subscribers, and also PlayStation Access, who has just over 2 million. And there I am with 66,000 and I'm ranking above them. This is the power of making sure that you do have that correct keyword research in place. You still need to deliver a good video, but it starts with that keyword research. You can do the exact same thing as long as you do it correctly and follow this process step by step. This is the process that I go through for every single one of my videos across all of my gaming channels. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the discussion and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as possible. If you want some extra tips, then please feel free to reach out to me over on Twitter, where you can follow me at Joas97, or just send me a direct message where I can actually give you some extra helpful tips if it is needed. It would be awesome if this class did help you rank better within YouTube search or understand the process of creating videos on YouTube, then make sure that you do give it a review. That way it will help other people who are like-minded, looking to create YouTube videos just like you and also looking to rank within YouTube. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, but for now, I am going to see ya.